Well, here we go again. Up to that YouTuber with his big Wharram boat in Monnickendam. In my previous episode, I had a quick stop in this little harbor in Amsterdam North to walk back to Amsterdam and pick up my foldable bike. But back to that YouTuber. You might wonder how you end up meeting a YouTuber. Well, easy. You just go to his YouTube channel, you click the about page, you scroll to the business email address, you click the link and you compose an email. Hi Mark, if you need an assistance vessel in the future when moving your Wharram, Backstage might want to assist. Amsterdam based. Sounds like an adventure. Reads Roel. And then just send it and nothing comes back. So you wait and you decide to mail him an Instagram and again nothing. And in the meantime I just kept on preparing my boat for a mission. And I decided to email him for one last time, a small reminder, and kabang! A super sweet, spontaneous message back from Mark. It was like, alright, if you want to help, come over, we'll have some fun. As soon as the Wharram is ready to do the passage, we go for a cruise together. So, that's it, I was up for another mission. And before my words even could land, the next challenge was on my path. Look at this guy coming towards me. Don't you just love such a bow-to-bow action? This guy yells to me, hey, the bridge in the next city is broken. Okay guys, we've got one of the bridges is out. And I have to take another route. When this guy approached me, I was up for the next challenge. To me it looks rather pretty chaotic. I'm always suspicious with chaotic people. I want to know them first, know how they operate, knowing how you can count on them, and if you can count on them, and then slowly let them lead a little bit and give them a little bit of control. So no way I was following these guys. So I immediately took my maps. And, well, no time for that here, all the maps. I quickly went looking for the sign that said, and yeah, definitely it was closed. On my map it said like the bridge is less than 1 meter if it's closed. So yeah, there was definitely no way to go. So I could take the risk and get stuck at the bridge, or I could exactly follow this chaotic guy, and that's what I did. Let me see if I can show you guys. So, normally I would take this route, this to Monnickendam, but now I have to go somewhere here around or over the top. Don't know yet. So, there I went, following this guy all along. Until, after a while, this guy, he spotted some locals. He stops next to the side of the road. Okay. That moment I took over, I decided to take over and following the road to Purmerend. Here we're approaching Purmerend. The first stop in Purmerend is the locks, of course. Give me green! And then when approaching the lock, I always try to be extra careful. This boat is not very easy. It has a keel, you got some streaming under it sometimes. So I always try to keep some speed, and once I'm on the speed, turn the motor off. And then just wait and make sure right when I'm ready to dock, right at that point, that I will stop. And then the guy again in the lock, incredible. He went up to the lock waiter. Then at the lock waiter, he started asking all kinds of questions where he needed to go, and that's why this lock took a while. It was really funny. So, once the guy went back over the bridge, back to his boat, then we could again start moving on. And first, waiting for green again, and then once the bridge is up, off again. But the best still has to come. So, there we go. I try to take the lead always. This area in Purmerend is a very nice area. We take the bridges. We first have like a bridge in row. This bridge waiter, he's asking me if I would stay in Purmerend or if I would go further to the next village. And that way he knows he also needs to open the other bridge for me. This area, you can just put your boat aside, you pay a small fee. All these boats are here moored and it acts as kind of a harbor. In the meantime, the same lock waiter as we saw before, he jumped on his white car. I think you saw it there. So, the guy, he followed us to the next bridge and now he's opening the bridge for me, waiting for green, and up we were off again. And then we end up on this point. We were unsure how the bridge was operated. After a while, we called the bridge, the lock, the bridge, we called the bridge waiter, no, the bridge keeper, lock keeper, bridge keeper, anyway. And we call him to open the bridge, and then you can see it happening. I can see this guy, his mast sticking out just a little bit. I'm like, okay, too late, he's gonna touch it. He's gonna hit the bridge, like only minor. And as soon you can see him hitting the bridge with the mast, he hears the noise like of his mast, he completely panics, loses his steering completely, he starts to run to the back, to the top, as if it would help anyway. And there he goes with his bow next against to the bridge. Pretty sad. Anyway, nobody was injured. The boat, it kept floating, so everything good. I followed this guy still for a while. Right guys, that was Purmerend. A little bit of detour because of the bridge that was broken, but now up to Monnickendam. Together took the end of the route until it was time to split. And it was intense. It was an intense ride. Also for that guy, a big way around, but he went that direction. We lost him. Now the beauty, Ilpendam. It was such a lovely small river, a lovely canal. It was such a lovely canal to take. Nicely, a little bit curly, with small little bridges everywhere, with nice little boats. Oh my god guys, what a little cute village is this. Friendly people. And then I slowly progressed up to Monnickendam. Then in Monnickendam, I had to pass again another lock. Very beautiful lock. It seems that they later on have put a road over it, so only small boats can pass it. I'm not sure about it, but I think it's an actual sea lock. For back in the days, this was a small sea harbor. They closed down all the Netherlands. Like before, there was water kind of everywhere. We had the South Sea actually coming up to Amsterdam. So the South Sea was also touching Monnickendam back in the time. So Monnickendam was actually a small sea harbor. Alright, Monnickendam. And then after a look at these beautiful ships. Oh my god. One by one, real Dutch beauties. But later on, I will pause here again and make some footage together with Mark. Some of you might already recognize this place. Where am I? It was really nice arriving there. These crazy YouTubers. So, time to approach the little Anchorage. The Anchorage we all have seen so much in all these YouTube videos. A little bit struggling with my depth. For the maps it should be like 1 meter or something, 1 meter deep, and that's exact my depth, like my draft. So I basically hope by going slow that I can feel if I would hit a spot. It's coming out. Mark! You know how deep it is? I will feel it. I tried to come closer. You're right! And then you see what happens when two YouTubers meet each other. They just point the cameras on each other and they create some new footage. I don't need an anchor. I got my keel. 1 meter. So I tried to dock next to him, next to the big mahi boat. Yeah, but sadly, it was not deep enough. I was always getting stuck again around him. Every time I tried, my keel would get stuck again. So what I did was throwing out my anchor and taking another spot. But with a beautiful view on mahi. Right, anchor out. Look there, what a beautiful boat. Mahi. Mahi. So that was it. We were landed for new adventures. This was a new home base for the next upcoming adventures. Here we go, guys. And that is Mark. Hey neighbors. Hey, man. Playing in the waves with Mark. An evening out with the boys. Beautiful sunsets with Mark. Shut up! Captain Mark is such a good captain. Just left and my motor doesn't seem to do decent cooling. Woohoo! You Hey Mark! This is a horse of Marke. This will be a pretty important landmark for our trip to Amsterdam. Nice under sail. Hey man, yo man, happy to see you. A massive storm basically. So guys, what do you think about my videos?
They're beautiful videos, only the camera moves too quick, and you don't see the surroundings. Not really sharp enough. This is
Okay.
for this
Yeah,
week,
yeah,
and
yeah.
next week we
What
will
do you
come.
guys think? Leave something in the reactions, like some other comments.
Next week I will give another comment.
Next week. Okay, guys. See you next week. Oh, and check Mark's YouTube description below. Wow. Oh, oh my God. Being a YouTuber can be hard. Yeah, well, this is Backstage. There goes my line. Yeah. Well, like that. Hey guys, my name is Roel, and this is Backstage.